Hey everybody, this is Tyler Graham, and today I just wanted to take a quick look at my 3 favorite DIY electronics projects I've done over the years. So first up, we have my very first project that I ever saw to completion here. It's just this little clock right here. And it's a clock, got time, got the date, but it does have one special feature, which is a battery backup for the time. So you can see it just turned 8:07 p.m. here in Oklahoma. So let's say, Oklahoma weather, we have a power outage from a storm or something. Go ahead and simulate that by this, unplugging it here. So what'll happen actually is the battery backup will kick in and it'll keep track of the time even though there's no main power connected up until the device regains power. So we'll see that here in just 1 second if we just wait a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and plug this back in here. Storm's over, we got power back. Instead of resetting like at midnight like most clocks will, you can see this will boot up and it's immediately 8:08. So the battery backup worked, kept track of the time. So super handy feature, not in a not complicated device. All right, so this next project here is gonna be a little more complicated than my clock. It's gonna be a 4x4x4 LED cube. So what it does is it's just 64 LEDs all soldered together. You can make some pretty cool patterns with this. Let's go ahead and turn it on here. Let's see, there it goes. So it's got this, and it's got a few different patterns on it. I'm not going to show this first one just because it features a strobe light, which may not be good for some viewers. So this one's just a wandering dot. It chooses one of the directions. It can move up, down, left, right, or I guess I should say north, east, southwest, not left or right. And it'll just choose one of those randomly and move there. And then it can't move off the edge, so I guess kind of sit back and let this do its thing. The next one's kind of like a rain pattern I did. You just have a random amount of raindrops that all fall at the same time, and they come back and just do that time after time. This one took me a little longer. The soldering was really hard on it. And then programming too is a difficulty, but I'm happy it worked. It looks really cool, especially in the dark. So there's that. All right, and this last one here is what's my most favorite, most recent project. It's my quarantine project this year, actually. It's gonna be a 10x10 RGB LED matrix that I built and coded all by myself. So how it works is that each one of these squares here, you can see, got 10x10. Each one of those is gonna be an LED, and it's actually powered by a little microcomputer, which is actually right here. You can't see it because I embedded it in the wood. Yes, right up there. And then it's that microcomputer is actually Wi-Fi enabled, which means that with some clever coding, come over here to show my web interface that I designed for it. I can control it with any internet-enabled device. So I'll go ahead, flip this on here. You can see turned on over there, just basic red colors. And I also did a whole lot of patterns with it. I'll show to show my favorite one real quick. It's gonna be this Perlin noise generator. And for those of you that don't know what Perlin noise is, it's actually just random values, but they're random with a bit of rhyme too. It's the best way I can explain it. I'll drop a link down below if you're interested in learning more. Go up here and see it. Some pretty cool patterns going on here. You can see the random values, but the related random values. Do that. So this took me all of quarantine. It was really difficult to code. It was my first time ever building a web server like this. I actually did front end and back end on the same device. So it was pretty difficult, but I think it was worth it because it looks awesome. Really makes a great addition to my wall here. Then I just wanted to add that this project here has probably been my favorite. It's definitely the most challenging of any project I've done before. Very difficult to build, difficult to code, all that. And then I think the most challenging part was definitely coming up with some of these more artistic designs here. Adding that extra layer doesn't really make it original. So yeah, I really took the STEM project up to a STEAM project. It's a whole nother layer there, which I think it paid off. But anyway, there you have it. Those are my top 3 DIY electronics projects done by yours truly.